Hey ladies, it's Sunday again. It's time for our next healthy habit video. This one is going to be about how to create your affirmations. So thank you, Kristen, for this suggestion of this topic. Why affirmations? What are affirmations? What are they good for? How do we incorporate them into our lives? That's what I want to address in this video. So first of all, affirmations are simply just being conscious of our thoughts. They're very simple. We have so many thoughts throughout the day that we don't even register that we're thinking. We don't even know. They're just unconscious. They're automatic. We don't address them. They just come through our minds and they leave. And guess what? They're affecting you. Every single thought that you have that you don't even realize you're having is affecting you mentally, emotionally, and physically. So if we can have more positive automatic thoughts, then guess what? We're going to be healthier mentally, emotionally, and physically. So creating these affirmations really helps us to have conscious awareness of our thoughts and reprogramming our brains to be more positive naturally. So our brains, when we say something or think something, it does not know the difference between reality and fantasy. So if we say something untrue or true, it doesn't matter what, our brains automatically take that in as information that is true. So I can sit here and say, I am a superhero. I am a superhero. And the more and more I say it, my brain is going to register that as truth. Okay? That's why you might hear people say, man, if you lie to yourself enough, it's almost like you start to believe it. And that is true. So, and we can use this in a positive way. Our brains chemically can be changed to be more positive, and we're in control of that. So it's pretty cool. So how do we create these affirmations? The first step is to identify the area we struggle with. What are our perceived negative qualities? What negative ideas do we have about ourselves? Whether that comes from ourselves, whether that comes from something someone else said, it could be recent or from our childhood. Maybe a teacher in first grade said, you'll never amount to anything, and that has stuck with you, whether that's conscious or unconscious in the backs of our minds. So you really need to delve deep, dig deep, do some self-reflection. Really, what are your beliefs? And some of you, it might be super simple. You might automatically have 20 things. Yeah, I have so many negative beliefs about myself. And others, you might really have to dig because you're so unaware of them. And it can be tough. But after you self-reflect, after you identify those negative qualities that you have about yourself, those negative stories that you tell about who you are, then we want to combat those. And that's really where the affirmation comes in. So just for the sake of a simple example, let's say our negative affirmation is, I am unworthy. It's pretty broad. A lot of people might feel that. So let's go with that for our example. So combating that, the easiest thing to do is say, well, if my negative thought is I am unworthy, then let's combat it with I am worthy. And that's okay. You can start there. There's no judgment on what your affirmation is, so please just let them come. But you might want to try to really make it a little bit more powerful than that. So using some words that really relate to you and that speak to you. Hey, using affirmation or creating my own affirmations, I've had to bust out a thesaurus from time to time. I'm not even going to lie. So get out the thesaurus, whatever you have to do, and get after it and create a statement that's really powerful. And it almost might feel painful to you to say because you don't believe it yet. And that's really where the magic can happen, is because it's not our truth yet, but saying the affirmation and creating that healthy habit, it will become your truth. It's creating your new reality so that we can live a more positive life. So instead of I am worthy, just simple as that, you can say I am cherished. I am valued. You can put those together. I am cherished and valued, and I have an abundance of love in my life. Something like that really speaks to you. And everybody's going to be different. So, like I said, once again, don't judge it. I want you to really anchor that affirmation, guys. So, whenever you say the negative belief about yourself, I am unworthy, if that's your negative belief, where do you feel it? Where do you feel it? Do you get a lump in your throat when you think of that thought? When you think of that statement, do you feel it here? Do you feel it in your heart? Does your stomach start to curl? Where is it? Do your hands get clammy? Do you get nervous? Do you feel stressed in your head? Identify places that you feel it, and that's where we're going to anchor that negative thought, and then re-anchor the positive affirmation. So if I feel the I am unworthy right here, it hits me here and up in my throat, I'm going to place my hand in those areas, and I'm going to replace the negative belief with the positive affirmation. I am cherished and valued, and I have an abundance of love in my life. I am cherished and valued, and I have an abundance of love in my life. You're really anchoring it physically within you. That can make it really, really that much more effective. Okay, so when do you say these? Well, we want to practice these on a regular basis. That's why it is a habit. 3 times a day for 5 minutes is ideal, really, guys. So while you're doing your makeup in the morning, while you're, washing your face at night, whatever it has to be, you could do it in the morning, on your lunch break, and then before bed, whatever it can be. It's always really powerful in front of a mirror as well. So if you can get in front of a mirror and really look at yourself, that's going to be that much better, okay? So writing these is also another way to really anchor those in your life, okay? So you'll almost notice sometimes your handwriting even changes the longer that you do these. It's almost like your handwriting starts to believe it too. Our brains are so fascinating, so we want to take care of them, and we can do that through positive affirmations, okay? Practice these. What is your affirmation? Share if you feel like you can in the group, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. I hope this helps. Bye.